Hi and welcome to Anthony's Amazing World. Today here we're at my father's shop and we're going to do a little repair on a buddy's RV of mine. Stay tuned to watch the whole video and tell me what you think.
Right there is good.
Alright Jim, what are we doing here for today on your RV?
Well, AJ, we're gonna fix this hole I put in there. Nice little puncture hole.
Alright, I'm going to polish up a little spot here so we can get the color code going on. That's what it looks like when it's all nice and shiny. Take it off. Now you can see. Now you can see dull, shiny. Dull, shiny. So these RVs usually fade out. And they can be buffed out. But this is a lot. So. Alright, I'm going to clean up the hole a little bit. We're going to put some fiberglass filler in it.
We gotta use that.
No, we only did a couple trips with it.
Alright, I got her cleaned up a little bit. You always make sure you pull her off a little bit. Get all the dust out of there so your fiberglass filler can stick. This is the stuff we're going to be using here today to fill in the hole. Very good stuff. Make sure you use protection when dealing with fiberglass filler. You don't want to breathe this stuff in. It's very bad for your lungs. Alright, I got my fiberglass filler and the hardener. I'm going to add the hardener now.
Good.
What does it say? It's like 80 degrees today?
Yeah, it's probably 75-ish.
75. Yeah, depending on what the temperature is how much you decide to put in the hardener. When it's on those hot days, you don't have to put as much hardener. It'll lock up on you real quick.
Yeah, force it in there real good. And just leave it high. You're good. There you go. Perfect.
Now we'll let that dry and sit up, and we'll come back to that later, sand it all down, add some more material that we need to, and take it from there. Okay, Dad, what are we gonna do here now?
Well, this is that fiber Bondo that's short strand fiberglass. It gets extremely hard, a lot harder than Bondo. So to try and sand it off, it's smart to use a pretty nasty grit and kind of grind off most of it and then come back and hand sand around. So I'm going to grind a little bit and show you kind of the idea. You lighten up real good and it doesn't carve into the body. So just kind of very lightly touch. You can kind of see where we have the hole. And sometimes you have a little bit of a hole in the polyester you put on. So we're going to go ahead and fill that little tiny gap with just normal. I'm going to put a little bit of Bondo in these guys here so we don't have to sand a big old giant spot here. We're trying to keep everything on a minimum paint, minimum area, minimum everything. So we'll go ahead and we'll fill that up back there and put a little bit right there. And then we'll come back and sand it and prime it.
All right. Sounds good.
This.
All right. Getting all the grease and wax off of there?
Yeah, it's always good to kind of clean everything off. And the lacquer thinner kind of freshens everything up and makes it stick real well.
All right. All right.
All right. A little bit of Bondo is all you need. A little bit of hardener. And we don't want to use very much. So you smush it in real good and then put just a thin coat on the top and you'll be able to basically sand it with real fine grit. It'll come out nice, and you won't use much primer. You won't use much
Yeah.
That should be pretty good.
Very nice.
Come back and we'll sand it, prime it. Bingo bango. Okay guys, we're getting back to the dent on the motorhome we're fixing. I went ahead and put some real fine Bondo on last time. And just like Anthony was explaining before, on the polyester filler, you have two things to worry about. It's temperature and size. Temperature, obviously if it's too hot, don't put too much hardener in it. Colder, put more hardener in it. Same idea here. When you got a small spot, you mix a little bit of Bondo and a little bit of hardener, and it's very small, easy to do. So when it hardens up, this is 180. You can do 180, 150 lightly. So you don't want to carve down into this thing. And then we'll go ahead and we'll finish up around 400, right around all the edges, and we'll put a little bit of primer on this thing. But you don't have to push real hard. You're using a fine enough grit to just sand everything nice and flat. And then we'll put a little bit of primer to seal off. Bondo is very porous, so you can't just paint over over Bondo, because it'll have all kinds of little tiny pinholes and stuff in it. So that's where primer comes in. Now we're doing the finer grit because we don't want to have a whole bunch of nasty scratches. We're trying to keep the thing as small as possible. Otherwise we could be using like 80 grit or 150 or something. 150 wouldn't be bad. I probably could have done 150, but 80 grit would be a little much. That would cut it down too quick and leave scratches. You don't want that. All right, we're gonna mix up a little bit of primer. I'm using the 421-19, and I got the hardener. It's 4-to-1 measurement. So the 4-to-1 part on the inside of the cup, if you can see that at all, it's the first 2 columns. So you pour to the top of the first number down there, and then you pour to the second number. So I'll show you. Let's see, 3-to-1, 4-to-1. There you go. We don't need very much, so I'm going to have to really barely pour a little in because it's a little bitty spot. So that is, look down inside there, Anthony, with the light on. And can you see it? No, you can't.
Yep, we're at 1 right
Is it
there.
the 1?
And so everyone can see in the first column, 4-to-1.
There you go.
So now we're going to go in the second column and we're going to add the hardener or activator.
Activator. These things are kind of gnarly, so make sure you don't get any in your eyes or anything. And it's just a touch of hardener. That'll probably do just fine.
There it is.
Stir well.
Now they do have, for other paints, do have different mixing ratios and stuff, right? You'd have to look on the...
Yeah, you gotta make sure you maintain all of the directions and stuff. Usually have something like this on the side, and that'll say 4-to-1. I kind of mushed under the bottom of it, but the big chunk and the little chunk, so.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, got out my trusty primer gun.
What primer gun are you using?
I'm using a Sada. Whatever that is. It's 100 BF. 100 BT. Yeah, there you go. I know, I've had it forever. Very good Sadas. Always strain everything going in. All right. And we don't put very much on it. Like I said, it's a real small spot. That's kind of what we're going to do. A little tiny spot. Go from the inside of the Bondo and go out. Not too wet, not too dry. Just enough. Do that a couple of times. That'll be just about right. You can see it better?
Yeah.
Move it in closer. Oh, you haven't even got the rest of them turned on. There you go.
There.
Now you're talking. All right, you ready?
Second coat.
Second coat. You ready?
Go. All right. Ready for second coat.
All right, guys, just remember, you put your coats on for primer, light coat, then a little bit more, then a little bit more. You don't put it heavy the first coat, because then it usually skims over and you trap a lot of solvent. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't think we're going to need much more than this anyway. And we'll come back tomorrow and do a little 600 blocking and paint and blend. You got it, ladies and gentlemen. Looks good to me.
All right. All right, here we are gonna finish our little touch-up spot. I got some 600 wet and dry sandpaper, a little bucket of water, rags that will wipe it all down. I'm gonna sand this all down so it looks smoother than this, and we can feather it all out nice and neat. I'm gonna go have the 600 right about here, and then the rest will be 1,000. So, pause it. All right, now we're gonna clean her down with some waterborne cleaner. Get all the grease and oil or dirt off, anything on there. Get a wet one and you got a dry one. Right, got her all cleaned up, ready for paint and clear.
Anthony's getting ready to go ahead and paint, so we got it all cornered off so there's not too much wind. He's blowing and tacking, light spray because you've already blown it before, so you're good. And then he's just going to barely put a little bit of paint on the primer spot until you get it covered. Let that tack up a little bit. See how we're doing. Looks like it covers real good, so you shouldn't have to use much paint. All right, Anthony's going to go ahead and put the second coat on. Looks like we got it pretty well. And turn this off.
Fucking burning.
Yeah, oh yeah, it gets hot. There you go. That should actually be pretty good. Did you get rid of the red?
Yeah.
If anything, just do one more coat like that.
Kind of dry.
And like, huh?
So it's kind of dry.
That's fine. When the clear goes on, it'll make it all nice, you know. We're not really wanting to put a bunch of paint on there and make it all orange.
You turn it on and then.
Oh, I did. I was recording. All right, we're going to go ahead and get it finished up now and just put the last coat on. Huh? What do you want to do? You're pretty much there. I mean, if you blend off a little bit. Kind of dust your edge a little bit. You'll be good. You're getting overspray all over the motor, okay?
No, it's not, dude. Are you recording?
Yes. When you get towards the end of the tunnel area, slowly release the trigger, you know? You're good. Okay, keep fucking around with it. It's gonna make it, Alright, Anthony's gonna put a coat of clear on. Real close. Good. Gotta get a little closer though. I think that'll work a lot better. All right, Anthony's gonna go put a good wet coat on. Speed up a little bit. Closer. Good. Looks good and even. I like it.
Dry right there.
That's fine. I just say it looks good and at least even pretty good. You can go a little bit faster, and we'll open it up on the last coat a little bit. Do like a half a turn maybe. Maybe just a little more fluid. Second coat. Yeah, the paint. Perfect.
Well, I didn't get the
A little faster. It's gonna run.
Alright, thank you for watching our video of father and son team for repairs on RV motorhome paint and body work. Stay tuned for more videos like this and others in the future.
See you next time, guys.